Doctor, what exactly happens in a shoulder dislocation? Use the 3D model of the shoulder, please.
That's a great question. Most of the time what happens when you dislocate your shoulder, if you look at the model here, the shoulder is basically, I like to think of it as a golf ball that sits on a tee here. If you look at the ball, in a shoulder dislocation, the ball slips off of the tee. Most of the time it comes out the front. I can't say exactly what happened to Salah. I watched that game. It was a fantastic game, but I would imagine it probably slipped a little bit forward and then right back in. The other thing that people talk about is shoulder separation, which is similar. That's when you dislocate this joint here, your AC joint, your acromioclavicular joint.
Aren't we just looking at when you make contact with the ground? Usually there is that pop, because what happens is it's the ball that separates, and it simply can't stay any further in the location that it's set for within the actual skeleton itself.
Ed, you're exactly right. Usually part of it's kind of a lever arm type injury too, because even though you can't see it on the model, but the whole arm is here. And what happens the majority of the time is the arm is brought out in this kind of motion. And that when you do that, if you can imagine, it kind of pops the ball forward and out.
What about people who, and I've seen this before in sports over the years, who just take it, and I've watched it, and you could tell it was a dislocated shoulder. And it happens a lot in football. I've seen it in soccer as well, where other players will come up and they'll try to pop it back in. Does that ever work? I mean, that seems to be excruciatingly painful just thinking about it.
You're absolutely right, and I'm sure it hurts. One of the things that is a little bit interesting, though, is if you catch it early, the muscles still haven't tensed up yet. So if you can get to the player really quickly, you can put it back in place gently, and yes, it hurts putting it back in, but it's a lot easier than doing it if you wait 5–10 minutes when they lock down and you can't get it back.